Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, legendary paddlers. This is Jack, your lorebender. For your listening pleasure, we have brought for you our usual crew. Let's start off with fun introductions. Aaryn, hi, how you doing?
Hi, I'm Aaryn. I play Wei. She is a Earth Nation isolationist from the Wangshitong Library.
Cool. And we're heading in that direction from the sounds of it. Garrett, hey, what's going on?
Hey, I'm Garrett. I play She. He's a foundling, which meant he's a dual background. So we've been leaning heavily into his Foggy Bottom Water Tribe background, but he actually grew up outside Omashu in the Earth Nation. But he is true and true the little Water Nation, Earth Nation muddy boy.
All right. Hey, Lee. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing great. My name's Lee Baldwin. I play Mayu Oda, and he is a noble firebender who's just kind of along for the ride at this point.
Well, I mean, you do have some important Fire Nation details that are kind of morally confusing. So,
yeah.
It's a bumpy ride.
I mean, he's processing that, but, what can he do about all that?
Spoken like a true hero.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, we have Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, my name is Lisa. I play Tinwa. So I ship Wei and Mayu, but I also don't think Mayu is necessarily good enough for Wei. But I'm helping Wei get with Mayu so that she can do it and move on with her life.
Wow.
Let's just get this over with.
Goals. And again, I'm Jack, the lorebender. I also play Ren, who is the tag-along for the group and the recent member, ex-Fire Nation soldier boy, and now tag-along, as he now tries to find the truth about what his nation's all about. And just a reminder that we're playing Avatar. We're playing in the world of Avatar, The Last Airbender, /Korra, / any other future projects they got coming up. But we are playing in the Cortex system. It's a swap we did about a session or two back. And we are going to continue down the Cortex path, until we're done. So, now that everybody's all squared away and all introduced up, see, little does anyone know that this is the true purpose of this podcast, for me to just make up phrases and words.
That's what Shakespeare did.
Yeah.
You guys have something in common.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is there going to be some debate centuries later about who I actually am?
Who was ghostwriting
Whether
for
or not
you?
he's even good, actually.
I think that's asking a lot of our little podcast that people would know about it centuries later.
Them aliens are going to
Not
find
with that attitude.
Who knows?
When the apocalypse happens and the only book that's left is Babies and Broadswords.
A new civilization found on friendship claps.
And they say, what is this poop they were so fascinated with? We must know. We must understand. Beep boop.
Is that how babies talk?
I think he's being a robot.
I'm saying,
okay. Sorry.
Dropping a slight, subtle hint.
Mm-hmm. The far future.
Where we left off was you guys were coming out of the jungle, which you have spent a few days at. You guys got a little bit of a journey on your hands. And now it is the next morning. Dawn. Question is, who slept where? You guys had a nice camp going. Who slept in tents? Let's get some of this fun stuff out of the way.
Next to the fire, just out underneath the stars.
And the sun is peeking out above the mountain ranges and wakes each one of you up. So, you guys have a trip ahead of you. How do you prep for this trip?
I want to try to catch some fish and package up some fish for us to eat while we're traveling.
Because you are a waterbender, I will not have you roll on that unless you want the risk to do amazing.
No, he's just going to catch some and cook it up and wrap it in some plant, some leaves.
Okay, sounds good.
Before we are completely out of the swamp, Wei will just restock her supply of her poison reeds
Okay. With that, I would like you to roll for test to see if you find suitable ones.
Okay.
I'm going to roll your challenge first. I would say that this is pretty easy for you. You've seen them before.
Okay. I am going to take my creative student. I'm going to take, I guess, mastery and creativity.
Okay, those can all fit.
And since I have a asset for it already, would I add the D6 for that?
No, that's just going to be your general tool to use it. But
right.
actually, you know what? You know what? We can spin it that, you actually have to compare it to the blow dart itself.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay. I'm going to...
Okay, now remember, you pick 2 of these for your total, to which case you have to beat my 9, because I got a 6 and a 3. And you have to beat it, not match it. And then you choose one for your effect.
Okay, so I'm going to pick my 11. D6 is my effect.
I will say, I would like to buy that hitch from you. That's what they call rolling a 1, in which case you get a plot point.
Okay. I will mark it down.
And I will not give you stress, but I will create a narrative complication. That complication comes in the form of when you do it, you actually cut your finger.
Oh.
What's the type of noise a Way would make upon getting a decent cut on the finger?
Ow!
Make one that would send Mayu running.
No, that was it. That was my ow.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
I didn't either.
That sudden sharp noise sends some birds flying.
Oh,
Mayu's looking in the sky.
Guys, I'm sorry. I cut myself. I hope I don't fall over and poison myself from that.
Are you okay over there? Come over here. I'll take care of it. Come here.
I cut my finger. I'm okay. I can take care of it myself. And
I'll take a look at it. Here, and I'll pull up some herbs that'll help staunch the pain.
It's okay. I'm fine. And I just put it in my mouth and I suck on it, and I'm like, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You just poisoned yourself, no?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
You're pretty sure you didn't, but you did get enough reads.
Pretty sure. That's good enough odds.
So you have an additional D6 reads.
Okay. So I roll a D6 to find out how many that is?
Oh, no, not at all. You just have an asset that you can put on now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Cool.
In fact, you know what? We'll make this even better. Since you have the blow dart already, for this session, you can step it up to D8.
Oh, nice.
Because you would choose blow dart anyway.
Yeah.
Normally to use the read. So normally that's not a normal mechanic. This is a homebrew.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Anyone else had any other activities?
I was gonna feed Koji and then make sure everybody peed before we left.
Okay, Mom. Gosh.
I'm going to draw my water
stopping.
before we all do that.
Feeding Koji is relatively simple. Ren actually showed you how the previous night. He showed you how to do that trick, and let alone showed you how to just feed Koji regular.
I don't need to roll, right?
No, you do not have to roll.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. You got a 12 last time from what I remember, I believe, when helping. You and Koji are pretty close. Koji has already gotten the idea that you are, trying to help.
Oh, yay. Can Koji sleep with me tonight?
Don't see why not.
Okay. It's done. It will be done.
It is done. Okay. Now, Ren would be helping with the fish that she was gathering. Probably be helping you roast it.
Yeah.
For the trip.
We'll get like a little bit of a net, and I'll use the water bending to swoosh them up, and we'll grab them with a net and then poke reeds through them and roast them over a fire.
Yeah, and Ren seems to be a very capable firebender.
Good. That is pretty good. You got to make sure you got a good roast on both sides of that there, Ren. Okay?
Yeah, I got
He's just holding his hands up.
All right.
Though, just for fun, real quick, I will roll for him just because he's now under pressure.
Oh, he's trying to impress us.
Yep.
Nobody be impressed.
Nobody look.
Give him a difficulty? Whoa, that did not work.
Well, I almost made one of my goals befriend Ren or build that relationship.
Oh, why didn't you?
I mean, you still can.
So I decided I didn't care.
Okay. Ren has a difficulty of 8. He is going to be this is going to be his responsible soldier. Then we're going to do mastery. His catalyst die, because he doesn't have an attribute. And then he is also going to use his firebending. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he had to beat in 8. He got a 6 and a 5, so that's an 11. Good job, Ren. With a D8, so he cooked them, but actually a little above average. He was pretty skilled at it.
Okay, people, you can compliment him, the food, but not him. But also, you have to do it with a straight face. Like, you can't make a yummy face.
When have you ever known she to do a straight face? He's
Are you
smiling
just telling this to
and
Wei
happy.
or everyone?
It smells good.
Complimenting Ren on
too.
this is a good job. I like
Yeah.
this. Here, try some. It's very tasty.
He definitely tries some, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, wow! Those spices you did are really good."
I know something about fish.
The food is good, yeah. You guys should try some.
I'm going to have it later when we were taking it on the road.
Oh, yeah.
That
Why
was
did
the
you
whole
give it
point.
to me, Ren? We were supposed to save it for on the road. Now there's not enough.
There's
Oh,
enough.
no, I got enough.
Oh,
There's
okay.
plenty.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was
I
mistaken.
got a bunch wrapped
Awesome.
up over here in this backpack. It's good.
Oh, awesome.
Good thinking.
Yeah, she has us covered. He is already starting to pack up his stuff. All right, so does anyone know the way there?
Do you know the way?
No, I don't.
I
I know the way. She my mama.
I think that I basically know the way. Not like through super experience, but I know the general direction that we need to go, and I know the geography pretty well.
That's great. Is there any towns along the way that we can stop at, or are we camping the whole through?
You do know there to be little villages along the way. You just, again, you're not 100% sure where, but you got a feeling that you could probably spot them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure I probably can figure it all out, all on my own, without anybody's help.
Maybe my help. I'm happy to help,
Teamwa,
though.
obviously.
Yeah, we have one brain.
Between you?
Yeah.
Well, all right. We better get going then.
Hey, is anyone going to be riding on Koji?
No. That's all up to Teenwa.
Koji can support 2.
Oh, then, yeah, Teamwa, let's ride Koji.
Yeah, great idea.
That way we don't have to talk to any of the boys.
Why are you, avoiding them? You're being so weird right now.
I'll talk to you about it once we're up on Koji, away from everybody else, so high that they can't hear us.
Oh.
It'd be sitcom here.
Sadly,
Wait, Koji
sadly,
flies?
it's not that high.
We hover right above everybody's heads.
I know, it's a little bigger than that. It's bigger than that, but they still have to look up at you.
We're too busy doing our own interpretive dance routines that we can't hear you.
Yeah, when everybody is getting ready and they're not paying attention to us, Wade just says to Teenwa, I don't need Mayu, his approval or anything. I'm really cool on my own, and I just need to let him see how cool I am, and then maybe he'll notice. So I'm ignoring him.
Okay, so I completely agree with the first part. You are super cool, but you don't need him to notice you.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's right.
He'll notice if he's cool, like I am already.
But
Cool.
sure.
I don't know. I'm just not.
Oh, God.
I just don't. I'm not even messing with him. No. He's. You know what? I'm honestly.
You know what?
I'm over Mayu.
You know, we're
For
gonna go
sure.
to this library, and you can. There's probably much more educated boys to meet there.
Nerds.
Yeah. They're just usually mostly related to me, but maybe you'll like them.
Wait, all the boys at the library are related to you?
Most of them,
Oh,
cousins and stuff.
okay, sure. I don't know if I'm ready to settle down, but I'll take a look first.
Before you
Yeah.
Check out the boy buffet.
The smart boy buffet. I bet some of them have abs too.
Maybe.
I mean, sure. I mean, doesn't everybody have abs just under their skin? Like they have those muscles?
Oh my god, like
God,
technically?
that's the creepiest way.
No. I guess that's true, technically.
I, as a GM, would like to spend a plot point to say all the boys are lifting up their shirts and exposing their muscles. Not kidding, obviously.
I am not.
That's because Mayu's topless.
She is trying to look very oblivious to what's going on.
Oh, same. Ren is completely just...
Yeah, Mayu's got one of those shirts that's just the sleeves, and it, like ties
Just
in the front.
sleeves.
The nice midriff.
Yeah, that Japanese thing,
Oh, like
you know.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was in Princess Mononoke. That thing.
That checks.
Not that I remember. Or whatever.
You probably have 5 of them in different colors.
Red,
Me?
red,
Yes.
red. Ren looks over to Mayu and she, and then looks up to the girls talking and looks back to them and says, "What do you guys think they're talking about up there?"
Hair.
Probably the library, right?
Probably doing
There's a
their
lot to talk
hair.
about for going home. I don't think they're doing their hair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see them messing with their hair. But
At least that's what's going on in my mind. It's what they're talking about, doing their hair.
All right, so we are going to. Is this? I mean, I heard about like a.
Is
like
that a village up there?
Maybe. I think so. I'm trying to. Maybe this might be a. No, I think that's just a big rock.
I bet there's a village on the other side of that there rock. We ought to get to that village. Let the girls keep talking about doing their hair.
Mayu wants to look around and see if he can see that thing that was following us before. Now that we're out in the open and he can see more sky.
What I will do is I will create a challenge, and I will say I'm rolling 2 10s because it's the bright sky. Sun's out. No clouds.
Guns
Well,
out.
Some clouds. But
Everything but guns out for Mayu.
apparently,
It's okay. Tinwa has enough
Every-
guns for everyone.
everything except for the gun, so that means Mayu's just wearing sleeves.
We already said that.
Just sleeves.
Were you paying attention at all, Jack? I
I'm
have
glad
this picture for
Jack
you.
clarified
I'm sending this
because
to you.
I thought you had pants on.
You're specifically talking about.
I do have
I'm
pants on.
saying that's what I was getting at.
I would like to mention that my niece, when she was littler, used to say "sun's out, buns out," and we loved it.
Also relevant. I'm gonna need fan art for that, Jack.
Maybe like 20 years ago.
Start sketching the abs.
I know, you better start now.
Yeah, it's gonna take me that long to do the abs. Mayu, be good at trying to spot something in the air.
He doesn't have much, so I'm gonna go with Wallflower's perks. It's just him being able to keep out of a conversation, keep quiet, and look around, I guess.
Okay, I can go with that.
So that's an 8.
Any value?
Nope. No, I don't think I have a value here. I mean, this isn't relevant for values.
Okay,
So we're gonna go with the attributes. Focus.
that is a good one.
Gives me a 10. I have a specialty.
I will say insightful, yes, because you are, again, ignoring the conversation. Yeah.
Like you do.
All right, so
All right.
go ahead and give me that roll. See what you get. An 8, a 3, and a 4. So again, you have to beat a 9. You can do that from the looks of it.
Yeah, so I'll use the 8 and the 3, and then the 4 for the other thing.
Okay,
I forget what to call it.
yep, you're going to use the D10 for the effect. So D10 means you did real well. So
Yay.
what you actually notice overhead is you see silhouettes of birds of various types, but you do see a larger silhouette, a rounder silhouette. It seems to be what you can imagine, maybe up pretty high, and it seems to be possibly descending slowly as you are noticing that it is getting bigger and bigger.
Right, yeah. I'll stop the party at this point and point out to she and just be like, that right there. Something. It's getting closer. I don't know what it is, but it's up there.
Oh.
It looks like it's going to not be up there anymore soon.
We should get out of the open then. Is there somewhere we can go to get not actually in the open anywhere near here? Like near some, I don't know, cliffs or caves?
I would like to institute this as a challenge as you guys are racing to find some cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All of us?
All right. You're looking at the boys, and the boys are all looking up.
Well, I stopped the party and I was pretty loud about it. I was like, "Hey guys!"
I heard that they just
here.
think that we talk about our hair, and so maybe we should just talk about our hair, okay?
Let's talk about their hair.
Yeah. Honestly, it's all pretty sweaty because they've been walking.
As that's happening, you feel a sudden yank as Ren has run up to Koji and grabbed the reins by the front.
Ow! I guess I fell off.
What's going on?
No, you do not fall off.
Oh, okay.
It is not that much of a jostle.
Okay.
But he turns around to you guys and points up.
Oh.
There's something coming.
Would we know what it is?
Not yet.
Okay.
But
Let's
we're
put it near a
suspicious.
big rock or something so we're out of line of sight.
So again, we're counting this as a challenge. This is a group activity that takes time where you guys are trying to all put in an effort towards finding basically a way to get to cover or escape the situation. This situation, I am making we'll say 3 8s is the dice that you have to knock down and the dice you will be rolling against. So who would like to go first?
I can go first because I'll use Adaptable Farmer because I'm trying to adapt. So I got a D8 for Adaptable Farmer. Probably I'll do Honor, trying to do the right thing by everyone.
D10,
and then
good.
Probably Creativity rather than Harmony. And then that's going to be the main ones I've got because I don't have any specialties that would help here or assets.
Sure. Okay.
Ouch.
All right. Among what I picked the 7 and the 3. So my difficulty was a 10, with leaving a D8 effect. You rolled a 7 and a 4, and you got a 1. So I will spend a plot point to buy that hitch off you. And I will say that I'm thinking, because you get some input in on this. I'm thinking you take it, I'm leaning towards D6 and secure, because this obviously you're out in the open, you're not in the jungle anymore, you're kind of just exposed. How does that sound?
Yeah, I'm not liking what just happened. And
Yep.
All right, so I'll take a D6 and secure.
Yep, and the great news is that because you got a 7 and a 4, you did get an 11, which beat my 10. Now, you don't have an effect die, which means it automatically goes to a D4, but that's fine. All that means is that you took one of the D8s that I have and stepped it down. So now it's a D6. So it's a D8, D8, D6.
Because Ren was kind of helping, I'll hand it off to Ren.
Okay. Ren has a hold of Koji. So let's do first the difficulty roll. The narrative for him is that he is trying to guide it off more towards the ridge. So he is going to have to deal with a 9 difficulty. I got a 3, 3, and a 6. So he is going to do Responsible Soldier. He is going to do Honorable as well, as he is trying to do his due diligence. He uses his Mastery. And this isn't an order, so he instead is not going to roll with any type of specialty. And he got a 4 and a 4 and a 2. So that is an 8. Sadly, he did not do it. So he also will take a point of insecure, or D6. As he seems a little off-put by what exactly is happening, and also being out in the open like this. This is not part of normal Fire Nature soldier training.
And he's used to being ordered what to do.
Ordered, and also with another set of soldiers. He will pass it off to Wei.
Okay. Well, Wei is, I think a lot of it is that she is really more interested in trying to figure out where it's going and what it is. So where maybe everybody else is focusing on like finding cover, I think she's more looking directionally which way she would like to go to kind of stay more out of line of sight.
Okay.
So she's going to use creativity, truth, creative student, and she would also like to use strategist.
Bear in mind, you also have your abilities, which for you is pretty nice.
Oh, yes. I'm going to not use those right this second.
That's fine. So, legendary piloters, I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3, which means I have to ignore the 1 and go with 5. So that brings a good question. Wei, what are you picking?
I'm picking a 9 and a 3 from my D8 so that I've got a 12, but my effect die is a D12.
Okay. Would you like a fun hint?
Yes.
What you can do is you can spend a plot point and use that D8 as an effect since you're not using it. As a second effect die.
Oh.
Now, you also got a heroic success, which means you got more than 5 over this challenge, which means that D8 steps up to a D10.
Yes, I would like to do
Which
that.
means-
I will use a plot point.
Cool. So go ahead and check out that plot point. That means that your 12 and your 10 beat 2 of my dice, which you get to choose. Do you want to get rid of the 8, or the 6? You get to choose 2 of them.
I'm going to get rid of 2 8s.
There you go. So all that's left now is a 6. As Wei has so easily navigate exactly where it's going.
Don't
Which
mind me.
is-
I'm just, really, really perceptive, really smart. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No applause needed.
And
Thank you.
What ends up So what ends up happening is that what Wei is noticing is that it is coming down in this general area. And not only that, Wei is also noticing the birds that flew out earlier that are kind of off in the distance. It seems to be trying to go towards the area where those birds may have originated, as in where you just were.
Oh.
That's not so
Somebody-
bad. We're not there anymore, so that's good.
Yep.
But
so
they're
with that,
looking for us.
So logic would tell you move forward very fast.
So Wei is handing off then to.
Oh, Wei's handing off to Tinhua for sure. Because she thinks that Tinhua is obviously the best person for the job. And that probably there's no one else on the team that would be better equipped to help than Tinhua.
Wow.
Aw.
I mean, should I just leave it in, or do you want your dagger back? Or
Wait, was Mayu affected by this? Oh.
no?
Yeah.
That was Lee.
Mayu just quietly covers up his abs.
No more apps for you.
You definitely saw that Wei is, saying, hey, speed up, go forward.
Okay.
Move ahead.
I think I want to put an obstacle
not too
there
late.
so that whoever is coming for us will be delayed.
Either that or you could go Koji on to go faster.
But then it can't hold all of us. So only some of us. So I guess Wei should go by her. Well, then we don't want her to be by herself.
No, we'll all follow.
Okay.
You're just kind of trying to hasten the pace of the party.
Okay.
I mean, if you would like to leave something behind for just in case this whoever or whatever this is gets on foot,
Ye-
I mean, that's a thing too.
Yeah, I do want to. Well, the thing is, okay, so they already know they're on our tail. But if I put an obstacle
Well-
somewhere, right, wouldn't they, in a way, know which direction we're heading?
That is a possibility, yes. Unless you made it look like it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I'm going to make it look like a nature thing.
All right, so what is it?
That is a very good question.
Well, how about this? We'll roll to find out.
Sure.
Okay. I rolled a 6.
Wow, okay.
So now you get to set up your dice pool.
I'm going to go with devotion.
You are actively trying to help your friends and help them get away. So yeah, I can see that.
Yes, and then why is my creativity a 4?
And say this does sound like creativity.
Yeah, creativity. I'm good at what I do, but I'm not very creative about it. Yeah, okay, so it's a 4, a 6, and an 8.
Okay,
And then-
give me that roll.
Okay.
Or you got anything else you're adding?
Any specialties or assets?
My confidence. How is that going to help it?
Yeah.
Are you confident what you're doing?
I am. It's not going to be a creative trap or obstacle, but it will be very sufficient. So 8. 8864.
And again, you got to beat a 6. So unless you roll pretty poor, which I mean is possible.
I did roll pretty poorly.
But you still...
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 5 and 4, right? Is how... And I don't...
Yep.
Oh, wait, do I have to do the effects thing, too?
Yes, but you have another 8 for that. Now that hitch, though. That hitch, that one.
Yeah.
That one's kind of calling me a little bit.
Oh, my gosh. You're hoarding them.
No, what are you talking about? You get a plot point for it.
Oh, I do.
Yep.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. So I am helping you by making a complication.
Helping us
Oh.
down the road by giving us a roadblock right now.
Yes. And it's not so much a roadblock in your way, but Timo, how does it sound that maybe what you see next to you on the ridge, because I did say that Ren was leading you along a ridge, is you do see some larger rocks that look pretty loose. And with a clever, keen throw, you can definitely do it and cause a little bit of a landslide to block that path.
Awesome.
With the complication being, you are going to make some noise. Rock slide happens. You guys see that the path that you're on is now blocked.
Like behind
and you
us.
move forward as
okay.
the challenge is completed as that D8
Hooray.
knocked out that D6.
Doo-doo-doo.
Sorry, Mayu.
Hey, I saw the thing I pointed out. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayu just likes to take credit.
So now we can keep
Okay.
moving, but we'll keep an eye out behind.
Yep. I was going to turn this journey through the mountains into a challenge, but after that, I think we might abstain from that and say that because of your actions and because of the pace that you guys took, you actually avoided what was coming down.
Oh, what if it was your family? What if it was grandma coming with snacks?
From the air?
In the sky?
Oh, she don't travel on the air, you know.
Oh.
You know, we had a good friend who was an airbender.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't
Coyote.
that good enough of a friend. I think he owed me money.
I think he owed everybody
So
money.
you want to find him again, right?
No, I'm just looking
Probably
at my
owed everyone
losses.
money.
Yes, Hayate.
He who shall not be named.
We'll just keep on moving. Try to keep a good clip to get up to the next village so we can hopefully find somewhere to stay.
Keep on moving. You move along. So you do see that behind that rock was a village.
You were right. She.
Hooray.
She had
See, I
called
told you there's a village up there somewhere. We just got to keep on moving to get to it.
I mean, okay, yeah, you're right.
Looking at the time, looking at the sun, you can figure out that you'll probably be there in maybe about like an hour or two. So, which in case, this would probably be, we'll say about like, midday. Not even.
Yeah, let's continue on and try and be fast, because we determined that going faster, moving ahead, was the best way to whip this into shape.
So once we're
Whip
at the
it good.
library, they can't attack us.
No way. The library, they'll totally protect us.
Don't you think it might be risky with them following us and giving away where the library is?
I
It's
mean,
supposed to be secret, isn't it?
no, people know. It's just hard to get to. People come, though.
No.
So if that was Fire Nation people, how
Why?
would
It's
they?
not Fire Nation people. It's gonna be we don't know even what it is, right? We don't even know that it's an air bison.
We don't know that it's not.
Is there a way that the firebenders travel by air?
Dragons have kind of fallen from the wayside. It is extremely rare because right now also Fire Lord Shozen has a little bit of a dragon hunt going on. So only the most very secure in their station, like Avatar Roku, would have dragons.
That dragon per.
If some creature was following us by air, it's probably more related to airbenders.
Yeah. Could be some of Hayate's friends. I don't know. We'll keep on going. We get to the library. We'll
Ren
be done.
does add, Well, there were some sky bison at Natsuo Island with the air nomads.
See, maybe it's a sky bison, but let's just keep going. We'll outsmart them and be faster.
Yeah, they could be trying to help find us, so we better keep on moving.
When you guys see the village off in the
My input doesn't seem to be super helpful lately.
It's not,
no,
so that's fair.
Don't punish the
Maybe
group
this is something
because
he's
of
noticed.
Chinua.
Excuse me, you've also been a culprit of being very rude to Mayu.
That's what I'm saying. Don't punish the group because of me.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Let's just fight.
And way,
we can just fight it out, and then we can not, and then we'll be cool, right?
I'd prefer not to.
Why, you think I'll hurt you, right? I mean, that is a very real threat.
Yes.
You should. It would
Better
probably
not.
be afraid of getting hurt by Tinwa because her chi blocking is pretty crazy. Awesome.
She did take down Commander Akira pretty effortlessly.
Yeah.
If we're traveling together, I don't think we should be causing fist fights.
Okay. We don't have to fight. We can just, you know what? Okay. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
So,
Tinwa may be sorry, but I'm not. You haven't been super helpful, and I feel like you're not being a member of the team. Okay?
Who?
Okay.
She will just go ahead and hand out fish packets to everyone because obviously everyone's getting hangry.
Wise man.
And he doesn't like to see conflict with his friends.
Oh.
We don't have to like each other. We just have to travel together.
No,
It's fine.
I want to like you, but you make it so hard. I'm sorry. No.
That's like nothing but nice to you guys. He made tea when he didn't want to. He read about
hold
the
on.
books.
I think we need a clear indication.
He partied.
What's in character and what's not?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, this is out of character.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I really do
Ray
think
sounded in character.
I was trying to be aloof.
He's pretty used to this sort of hostility at this point, and whatever attempts he was making to become a part of the group is pretty much gone now.
I'd say you still seem fine with Ren and She.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm good friends with She. I love She.
Yeah, and Ren's been pretty, all right.
He's aight.
He's aight. I think that I should just make that one of his distinctions. He's aight.
I
put it on.
Is
his
that like
character sheet.
a D6?
washboard abs.
Yeah, make it one of his values.
Aight. I'm gonna roll with his aight.
Wait, do we all get to roll with our ites, or are we not all ites? I guess.
No.
Are you saying you're aight?
We're not.
Are you saying the team was aight?
Oh, she's more than ite, so she gets a bigger number.
No.
She's more than I.
Okay, so the village is off in the distance. You're coming up on it. It looks like a quaint little village. I'd say She probably closer to the size of the village you came from, so small, but big enough to have a little marketplace and stuff like that, and maybe a place to rest. Though again, it's like noon. So the question is, do you wish to go to this town?
I feel like we should keep going.
We don't have money, do we? We would just have to
I'm
barter.
Sure some of us do, but
We just left. Yeah.
I think that we probably ought to keep going. We'll push on through. We'll make some camp. We'll find somewhere to rest. It'd be good. But it's just good that we make it to a village to make sure we got some, tent material. I don't know.
Do we need that?
Let's keep on
we'll
going.
be fine.
Yeah, do we have stuff to make camp?
Because here's the thing.
Yes,
Wait, what you also know is that if you have to make camp in the desert, you need tents.
That's true. I thought we already had a tent because Mayu said he slept in a tent last night.
Yes.
We have at least one swamp
He's
tent.
not going to share with us now.
Are we all going to snuggle up?
Well, she kind of worked to make
Doesn't
lean-tos,
seem like it.
limbs and branches to make lean-to. That was kind of the tent back in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't actually have tents now.
Yeah, I'd say you more have like a little bit larger than an individual tent maybe just one more individual tent, big one. They would not have been able to give you that supplies back at the swamp.
Hey kiddos, it's Jason, your friendly neighborhood sitter, and I want to talk to you today about Anchor by Spotify. Anchor is an all-in-one podcasting app that lets you edit and record your podcast right from your phone or computer, and then host it on your favorite podcast-catching website. And the best part of all, it is absolutely free. Anchor is what we use to host Even Footing Games Presents Babies and Broadswords, and even though I've had to record this ad 15 times, what you're going to hear is the best version we have, thanks to Anchor. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. It is so easy, a baby could do it.
I guess we should stop for supplies then.
Yeah, I don't think that probably Wei has a great deal of money or things to trade.
Somebody has money.
Ren, though, when talk of money comes out, he does pull out his hack, and he does jingle it. Says it's Fire Nation currency, but should still be good, right? If we need supplies, I'm willing to chip in.
If we need a tent, we need a tent.
Mayu's loaded, but someone else is offering to pay.
Oh my gosh, that Mayu is so cheap. I'm kidding. This is not a thing. That's not a thing. Sorry.
He offered at first to buy supplies, and then Ren did, so it's like, fine, all right.
It's funny because Ren is probably the only one that understands how loaded Mayu is, but Ren is also from a class where you would not dare ask someone from Mayu's position to chip it.
I mean, he did say that he will buy supplies.
He did.
But if Ren is taking over, then he's not going to push it.
She will go with Ren to go buy some basic supplies, like tent.
Yeah, Ren says, we want, she and I can go in and get supplies. The rest of you guys can hang out rather than, because I'm sure if we bring in the Sharshu to the village, that might cause a problem or at least make us notable.
Draw some attention. That's not exactly what we want right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably do you need more than the two of you, or are you okay?
I'll go. Just let me tag along. I'll need to check out some things in town anyway.
Yeah. Is Mayu, just as a side, is Mayu still wearing Fire Nation, or did Mayu switch up to Water Nation type clothes?
I believe we said he
Swamp.
He changed, yeah.
All right.
He's wearing sleeves and pants. We've established this.
And rock hard abs.
Yes, it's hot out here, and he does not need to be wearing his full garb.
Well, Ren looks to Tinwa and Wei and says, will you two be okay out here?
Oh yeah, we'll be fine.
Obviously.
We can take care of ourselves.
Oh, I wasn't doubting that. I just was making sure you were all good.
And we've got Koji. Koji
I think
makes
you
for
go
great
ahead
company.
and feed Koji. You'll be good.
Yeah, I'll go in and I'll make sure to get more food for Koji.
We'll go in.
Okay.
Probably tents are going to be our higher priority. And maybe some fire making. Oh, wait. We don't have to worry about that.
Do we know that
Blankets.
Mayu doesn't like making fire, right?
It is very cold in the desert, though. Just in case we need...
we have another firebender now who has no problem.
Oh, okay.
apparently.
We'll get some tents and like 5 bedrolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ren, she, and Mayu head on down into the village. Now, Tinwa and Wei and Koji, where do you guys hide out at?
There was a big rock right near it.
The big rock is fine.
Okay, we'll just kind of stay close to that so that we could be in its shade.
Yeah, shade is a good idea.
And Koji is just there with you?
We're giving him lots of pets.
And yeah.
Koji loves pets.
Yeah.
So, making our way to the village, ultimately it's a little lively village. There's business being done. There's people working. You see, there are some stands there for food for supplies, because this is not too far from the desert. So you even see what, actually, she would probably have a little bit of inkling on this. You see people dressed up in what looked like a sandbender garb, where their face is covered, and you've heard about them.
Yeah. Maybe we should get some head wrappings too while we're in here.
So, do you guys go to any particular shop to find these?
Go try to find a general outfitters, because we need like some basically tent, and we need some bedroll, and then we need like some sand gear.
I mean, I will say that finding a proprietor of such goods is not terribly hard. There are a few that are doing it, but there seems to be one in particular that has a lot of, what you can tell, a lot of like quantity stock. Hard to tell quality. His stand overall is covered in various like tarps, tents, and whatnot. And he is a old man, got like scraggly beard, scraggly hair, just graying in various places. And when you come over, he's like, hello, welcome to my store. How can I be of service?
Oh, well, we're going on a camping trip, and we need to go out towards the desert, and we need some tents, and we need some bedrolls, and we need some desert clothes?
Desert
blankets. Gets cold at night.
Well, that's part of the bedrolls, I think.
I have most of these, if not all. Excuse me while I peruse my big box. They call me the big box store. I have everything.
I'm going to go look over his shoulders. He looks into his big box.
He does have several big wooden boxes behind him. And he's just going through them, and he's just like, oh, wait, no, not that one, not that one. No, that's the blue light special. No.
Ooh, it makes a blue light?
No, this is a Best Buy at the worst situation.
Oh. I ain't never seen one of them.
While she's distracted, Mayu's going to hand over his gold to Ren without a word and just like, use this. You don't have enough money.
And Ren nods a bow.
Yeah, she is trying to do his best to get the best gear, or not the best gear, but enough gear for everyone.
After a few minutes of this manic shopkeepers sort of rambling around, I have what you need. How many, though? You did not say.
Like 5. That'd be good enough.
5. Let us see. I have head wrappings. Sizes. What are the sizes of those who will be wearing these?
Oh, we need a little one, a mid-sized one, and a couple... Oh, like 3 about my size?
Yes, I could do your size. Your size is average. That can be done. The only thing at my big box store is always hard to find the little sizes for some reason. No one knows why. I seem to have quite a few, and then suddenly they're gone.
Must be supply chain.
But you're lucky. Yes, the supply chain. Always the supply chain.
As he runs over and yanks a chain.
Curse you, chain! Runs over. Gives you your... He lays everything out. Okay, that. And he's holding up various items. And he's like, no, not that. Tosses it behind him. Okay, you didn't talk to any of my competitors, did you? I don't price match unless you give me proof.
What's that?
Do you have competitors?
We don't have to.
You don't need to know about my competitors.
All right, then.
We're just going to assume that you know them already.
How would one provide proof of pricing?
Yeah, bring the tag over.
Just steal it first.
He yells across the marketplace. Hey, competitor Chen! What's your mark for this? Oh, I just got that for 3 gold. 3.
Oh, we need to go talk to Chen? We go talk to Chen-san.
No, you don't talk to Chen. No need to talk to Chen. Chen doesn't talk back. What you just heard? That was an echo from eons ago of Chen, when Chen once spoke. Shut up, Chen!
Chen is gone now. Do you have any competitors? Not anymore.
All right, so we give you 2 gold then.
He even grabs your face, puts his hands on your cheeks, and he says, look at me. I am the only vendor you need. And he gives you packs for all of it to hold it for 5 people.
Okay.
And Ren exchanges And the transaction itself, if anyone wants to check to see if how good of a deal you guys are getting, you're going to have to give me a nice little roll on that, as Ren's the one doing the business.
Oh, I thought it sounded like she was doing it.
Well, she was the one asking for things. Ren's doing the transaction.
She doesn't really pay attention to money.
I will say that Ren also does not. Ren is used to getting goods handed to him by the military. So especially, he's not used to dealing with merchants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you guys know she's motivation to be about getting what we need, not about getting the best deal.
Okay.
Okay. So I will say, because he is a wily vendor, 8, and 10 for he is a big box vendor.
He is a big box.
So you have
With
to
a
be
supply chain.
With a supply chain. That'd be a 10 total, but he did get a hitch, which means his effect is only a D4. Mayu, you do not have any stress that you need to kick in with plot points, so no need for that.
I think I'm going to use... I was thinking about trying to see right through you here to see if we're getting a good deal.
See right through you. Spend a plot point when inflicting angry or insecure stress to step up.
I want to make him insecure.
So we'll say that this is not only you checking that, but it's also you're going with authority of do not give us a bad deal.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just kind of glaring at him and scrutinizing him with his noble gaze.
Ooh, okay. So we'll do that when...
His noble gaze.
Noble gaze.
That's my favorite club. The noble gaze.
I see you are a card-carrying member.
Wow.
We'll keep that in mind for, when you inflict a status, because you have to beat his total to inflict the status, and he's got a D4, so you're definitely going to do something to him as long as you successfully beat the D10.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to do that. So
you do the
D8, and then
actually mastery would be better because you're practiced at
I feel like it.
Pulling your rank on people.
Sure, we'll do mastery.
Okay. Do you have an attribute you are trying to use? I can see passion, considering you're trying to invoke a regal status, and passion is all about the measure, the intensity of your character's emotions and drives.
You're flexing your socials.
It's not something I do very often, but sure.
It's okay, the girls aren't around.
Insightful.
Insightful? That could definitely work.
Yeah, exactly. Insightful. See if we're getting a good deal.
Not only a good deal, but put pressure on him.
Yes. Then I will do those. Looks pretty good to me. What am I trying to beat?
10.
Forget. Oh, goodness, not very good.
Well, you do have alternatives, because you got a 3, 5, 2, and 3. Goodness. So with 2 dice, the most you can do is 8. But with the cost of a plot point, you can throw another 3 on there. So that way it turns into an 11.
You'll beat it and have an 8 as your...
Yeah, sure, why not?
Difficulty dice.
So at that point, you are now on 11, in which case that would mean your 8 is the 8 is the effect. Now you can use your last plot point to do see right through you, to mark that 8 up to a 10. That is very insecure.
But why would I? I feel like I'm already going to get a good deal, and it's not like an especially important scenario.
No, it's not. Yeah. Again, I'm throwing out the options also, so that way legendary listeners and podlers also know that the different options you can have while rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He sees your gaze, Mayu. What does this particular gaze look like?
I think it's mostly just more about being guarded and giving the impression that he knows what he's talking about when he's saying, I don't think that's the right price, and maybe you should rethink what you're selling and stuff like that while he's setting everything up.
Are you questioning my profession as a merchant?
Yes.
My weakness.
No. How could he know?
Flat bluntness. That's his weakness.
Blatant questions that bring my credibility into question. Too many questions. Fine, I will cut you a deal.
Ooh.
It's very much appreciated.
And coins are exchanged, with some coming back to Ren.
You didn't lose money this time. Don't lose all my money.
At this rate, he could have afforded it.
Okay.
In which case, you do see that, out of the money that you gave him, you could definitely see.
I told him to use my money. Yeah.
Okay.
He better not have used his own.
If you said specifically to use his, then he will follow orders and specifically use it.
Yeah, because I said, I said, use this. You don't have any, so.
In which case, he will. And he was able to give you the provisions in regards to the clothing and the tent, but not food.
I've been doing pretty good on food. Do we need to buy any?
I have someone I can recommend for food, especially provisions. That necessary for going through the desert.
What kind of food they sell?
All kinds. The tastiest.
Is it you in a different hat?
Such questions, my weakness. Yes! Yes, it is.
I love it.
See right through you.
He quickly removes everything in one fell swoop off of his counter and reaches underneath, pulls out a grill that you're like, where in the world did that even come from? A stone grill, sets it down and starts immediately grilling. What would you like?
He's selling cooked food, or he's selling the grill?
Well,
no, he plans on cooking food.
I think we need something for a couple-day travel. Maybe something. Do you got anything dried?
Dried. I could do dried. And he reaches off to another box and he pulls out various bags. He's like, I have the jerkiest of jerky.
I hope he says it like that too.
Oh, he does, of course.
Oh. I'll give it a sniff.
Smells pretty good.
All right, that smells like we could eat this.
Yeah, this is jerky armadillo.
She'll just kind of shrug. You got any dried fruits?
Fruits. Give me a moment. And he goes.
I'm sure you got another big box back there somewhere.
Oh, wait, it might be in that one. And he points up, and it's like a really big one. And he suddenly he vanishes for a moment, comes out with a ladder, puts it on top, and starts climbing up the ladder. Wait, I think I got some up here. It looks like I got some. Yes, fruit. Dried fruit, yes. And he slides right back down. And he's like, hey, I forgot the hat. And he quickly swaps his hat.
Do we still have some of that hodang fruit? Or do we eat all that?
Oh,
I have some preserved.
Oh, good. We might not need so much fruit from this
What is
gentleman.
This Wait, what? No, I assure you that my fruit is better than any of this hodang fruit.
Oh, well, this is more of a drink or a
drink?
Additive.
Additives, you say. I like additives. Additives preserve things. They keep in my boxes longer. Who is your supply? Where can I find their chain? Do they have a chain?
I don't think they got no chains. They got supply of vines? Maybe?
Vines?
Maybe.
Vines have been out of style for years ago. That app closed.
Collapsed in a dying star.
It's been replaced by TikToks. You know, that guy over there who sells clocks.
Oh, I ain't never seen the TikToks. Let's go look.
They're like automated sundials.
Focus this first. We'll go over there next.
As we go see the TikToks. Because the vines are so 1990.
No.
But yes, he does pull out dried. He got that dried armadillo hens. He does have various fruits, but depends only if you're interested.
Yeah, we'll take a little bit of fruit.
And water, lots of water.
A little bit of fruit.
He has water skins.
Yeah, I've got my giant water skin, but
it's a good thing I'm a big box store. Otherwise, you'd sell me out. That only happens on Black Friday, the day of 1 year where the eclipse happens and everyone raids my shops in a very enthusiastic and violent manner. They do it when I can't see.
The hordes of Chaerons, they come.
I just got it, Kayron.
with their swooping haircuts.
He slaps his hand out on the counter, does the I'm looking at you, or I'm watching you motions to two women with that exact haircut coming down the road.
and their mermaid cup of beverages.
I'm on to you. The day of Black Sun will be known for infamy. Wow. That was an inside joke for your Avatar fans.
Oh, the alternate reality weirdness.
So
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this stuff and pack it up.
If you go to see this TikTok vendor?
Yes.
It's up to you, she.
Sure.
I just want
He
to
said
meet.
vines. Vines are so. What did he say? 2004.
It's 2008.
2000 and late.
And he actually does point. He does point to a different stall.
I'm good.
Do you want to go look at the clocks?
We got stuff to get going.
All right.
We need to make time.
I gotta make time. You see that he's just in the middle of changing hats to a big sundial hat, and he's like, "Oh, okay, so I don't have to run. Good." You see a cabinet merchant walk by and said, "Oh, you're about to run in a really fast speed to a location that I was about to be in the way of? Oh, phew! I thought my cabbages were going to be in danger."
My cabbages.
Get back to the girls and see how they're doing. What y'all up to during this time?
I think we're just giving Koji lots of pets and having just some quality way Teenwa time.
We were doing our hair. No. Yeah, we were just spending quality
Actually,
time.
yes. When they come back, I want to have a different hairstyle. Like,
Okay.
I just want to do something weird.
Braids everywhere.
Tima, what did you do to Way's hair?
I gave her an 80s updo.
Consider she has some long hair, so that's definitely got to be.
Is that like tidal wave bangs?
Yeah,
that
the
never stopped
tidal
the
wave
80s.
bangs. And
That
yeah,
never stopped the 80s.
I put a scrunchie in it. It's bright.
Yeah.
But then I took it out because it was bright pink.
Wow, I did not know the Roku era was the 80s of the Avatar universe.
It totally is.
Hey, look,
It's well written in the lore.
Hey, look, there goes a flock of seagull
there's
bats.
Right.
Yes,
As
so
they dance around and sing,
now
girls just want to have
canonically,
fun.
Way has like mall bangs.
Them bangs.
We can't take selfies. I'm like drawing a selfie in the
Nobody knows
sand.
how to do that yet.
A
figure out how
selfie
to
involves
make
getting an artist.
Can you make my hair so it's crimped?
Try my best. I have limited tools.
Sadly, you need the two
Gonna
firebenders to
squeeze
help
it
you
really
with that.
hard.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, firebending hairstylist. You would do the finger waves.
Oh my god. That's awesome. I want that real life skill. Like if that was a real life thing.
That's why Mayu always has perfect hair, in the morning.
Has a problem with firebending, except for when it comes to the hair.
Gotta use it on his own hair.
Well, from the sounds of that, I will say that actually, while you guys are doing each other's hair, or at least that's being done, you hear some giggling off in the distance.
Ooh.
Do we
Can we look around?
I will say that it doesn't take a roll for this. You do spot the tops of 3 heads peeking out over a rock.
Hi there.
Kill the witnesses.
Are they little heads?
They are little heads.
Oh, okay, they're
Hi
children.
there. Yeah. Do you want us to do your hair too?
They immediately duck down, except for one girl comes out. Looks to be about like, Zoe's age, and she comes walking out. She's got like she's carrying like a ragged doll.
Do you want me to do the doll's hair?
She smiles big and holds it up to you and does like an enthusiastic
Yay!
smile.
So I'll do your doll's hair, and my friend here will do your hair. You want that?
She again smiles and nods profusely.
Yay!
Okay.
New friends.
Wei will go and give the little girl Teenwa little fun buns.
Yeah. And what you're noticing about this girl in particular is that she's wearing very ratty clothing.
Oh, are you hungry?
Are you hungry?
When you say that, her stomach growls.
Oh,
So
we got some fish, right?
food. Yeah.
Yeah, we give her some fish. What about her friends that ran away?
They did not run. They just ducked behind the rock
okay.
from what you can tell.
Are those your friends?
She nods again enthusiastically.
Okay, do you think they're hungry as well?
She nods again.
Can you invite them over here? And we can eat together?
She seems to think for a moment, then nods again, and then runs over to the rock. And she starts to drag out 2 boys, all seeming about the same age. And actually, now that you're getting a good look at them, they look like they're triplets.
Oh.
And they look just as ratty as her.
Can you all tell me your names?
One of the boys speaks up. That's Jung-hee. That's Dar-hee, and I'm Hee-hee.
Wow, what lovely names.
The other two are holding hands.
You guys don't seem like you're maybe from around here.
No, we don't live anywhere.
What do you mean you don't live anywhere?
We don't live anywhere.
Where are your parents?
Our parents are with the spirits.
Oh, how long ago was that?
And he's counting his fingers. Because again, these are like, 5-6-year-old kids. This many. And he holds up 9 fingers. Full cycles, months ago.
So you don't have anybody taking care of you right now? Were you from this village?
No, closer to the big city. And we were there, and then a bunch of people ended up with the spirits, including our parents. We lived in a big house. It was a real big house.
So not only your parents ended up with the spirits, there are other people who went?
Yeah, my parents' staff.
Your parents had a staff?
Yes.
So they have a business here?
They were,
Were your parents important? Like, really important?
Uh-huh.
Were they sages?
Oh, we don't say that word anymore.
Okay. You know what? We're going someplace that will be safe for you if you want to come with us. My parents are there, and there are lots of parents, and they can take care of you.
Really?
Yeah, really. It's kind of a little ways. We have to travel. But have you ever heard of the library in the desert?
Our mom told us stories about that, about the village.
Yeah, in the library, no one will get mad at you for saying sages, and they'll let you learn whatever you want to learn and take care of you.
We don't have to beg anymore?
No, they'll take care of you.
Oh, that sounds really great, miss.
Oh, I'm Wei. You don't have to call me miss. I'm just a kid too. I'm just a little bit older, but...
Oh. Now, Tinwa, this story sounds very familiar. These kids' stories parallel with yours.
Yeah, so I give them all some fish and we're all eating.
You're noticing that he is doing all of the talking.
Okay.
Hee, do your brother and sister talk anymore?
No.
But they used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys have been through a lot.
Since we had to run, they haven't talked.
Yeah.
And
I don't know that I would want to talk after having seen what you guys saw.
Are the kids scared of the Shorshu?
I would say that Dar-hee is scared. Jung-hee is definitely, all about that. She's all about the cuddles. And she, even though it has a very interesting face, yeah, she's not at all bothered by it.
Yeah, okay. So, I want to invite the kids to, play with the Shorshu, hoping that they'll kind of get like a reprieve from
their trauma.
Yeah. Just want to make sure that they're comfortable.
They definitely seem to be having fun. It takes Dar-hee a bit. Like, Jung-hee has to grab his hand, run him over, put it against the Shorshu's fur.
Okay, and then Tinwa pulls Wei aside. It's like, I am all for bringing the kids to the library with us, but we're also on the run. Do you think that we can handle this? Okay.
I know that that's important, but I mean, honestly, if we're trying to do this to help people, and there are some little people right in front of us that need help, and they don't have anybody.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, what do you think the rest of the group will agree? It's just that if they don't, I just want to have some arguments prepared.
I can't imagine
Okay.
that she would have a problem, or Ren. I honestly am feeling a little bit like Mayu doesn't want to be with us, so I'm not sure about Mayu, but I don't think that it'll be an issue.
Okay. I mean, I think
and I think we can keep them safe. There are 5 of us after all.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And if they get tired, they can ride on Koji, because we can walk, and that won't slow us down. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just okay.
After this conversation happens, the boys come back, and you, Mayu, and she, and Ren.
Wei will kind of try and be on the lookout for when the boys come, so that they don't come in loudly. They come in, like gently into the, not scaring the kids. So she will run out ahead if she sees them and just tell them about what's going on.
Gotcha. The boys aren't exactly a rowdy bunch, but yeah. So she and Mayu.
Very rowdy.
Oh yeah, so rowdy.
So much rowdy.
The principled soldier, the stoic diplomat, and the
country bumpkin.
And the country bumpkin. But yes, so
friendly bumpkin.
So it sounds like Wei is coming right out to you guys. And
hey, wait, you got to see what we got. We got some good stuff for our camping.
Okay, that's great. It's going to be a little tighter now because we have some other people that we have to take with us.
What you mean, other people?
Well, we found some kids that their parents were killed because they were Earth Sages. And I told them that we could take them to the library because they would be safe there. And that there would be grown-ups that could take care of them.
Oh, yeah, we take them. That's no problem. We make it work.
That's what I figured.
As an aside, that was also part of She's parents knew some of the sages that got swept up in it also.
Mm-hmm.
And so she is, nope, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make it happen. We got to get these kids to safety. All right, let's go meet them.
Actually, I like that little story detail there, She. When you turn towards that big stone and you go, you know these 3 kids.
Oh.
You recognize them. You may have only met them, like, in passing, but you know them. They're from a village that's actually not far from yours.
And we would have supplied them with cabbages.
You got it. You may not know them very much personally, but you looking at them, this is a whole different thing.
Do they recognize him?
I would say considering, their children, I'd probably say not really.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. You know what? I would say, Dari says, leave hat.
Oh. Well, yeah. I kind of recognize you all. Because your village, you always had that little pin on your stuff.
And the little girl, Jung-hee, is like pointing up to your hat and like kind of motioning like she has a hat on and jumping up and down like she's excited.
She'll kind of smile and give over his hat.
She did not look at all like that was like this was going to happen, but she's like, and it like covers her head because, she's got a much smaller head compared to you.
And he'll just kind of chuckle and pick her up.
Oh, I'm so glad they have somebody that they feel safe around. This is great.
And I'll turn to him and be like, did they give you something to eat?
He says, yes, thank you.
Okay.
We got to make sure your tummies ain't grumbling.
Not anymore. And Ren has been kind of silent throughout this whole thing, but you can tell that this is kind of like devastating him a little bit. And he also says, "We'll do everything to help you. I'll go run in and I'll get supplies for them."
Yeah,
and I'll explain to the little kids. Yeah, you see, I'm from Xiang Village, and you guys are from South Shifi, right?
Uh-huh.
So you all remember my hat? We would help you guys get cabbages.
I remember cabbages. I remember them.
Maybe we'll get you some good cabbage soup here in a little bit. All right?
Okay. That sounds really good. And he looks to his siblings, and they all seem like, pretty pleased with that. Ren's like, I'll get the soup. I'll get the supplies. I'll get everything we need.
Do you want me to come with you, Ren, so you don't have to go by yourself?
If you want to.
Way, I'll go with Ren.
Anyone else going?
I want to stay with the kids.
I'm going to stay and keep the kids entertained.
Maya, you've been pretty quiet, which is pretty normal, but...
What do you know?
We haven't got much of a Mayu reaction to all this.
He sees that she is pretty dedicated to this, and he's not necessarily opposed, aside from the fact that he thinks we're probably not the best group to be taking care of 3 children right now, but he doesn't want to upset she, so...
Yeah, Mayu would also know she's not going to turn his back on anyone.
Exactly. Yeah. He'll ask, how much longer do you think we have in the journey?
Yeah, you'd have to catch Wei up on that question before Wei leaves, because Wei's the only one who probably really knows. Wei, do you want to answer that before?
A couple days. Not too much longer. We're honestly really close to the desert.
That's good. Then should be fine.
You and Ren head on in. Ren moving with authority. Like, you see Ren is dedicated to this.
Wei just says, they didn't have anybody. They were hungry. I figured you would understand that we needed to take them out with us.
No, I understand. I mean, closest I've seen anything like this happen back home is with the Crescent Isles, when, with the refugees and whatnot. So, yeah, of course, people need help. They need help.
Yeah, that's actually how the rest of us met, is we were there helping the refugees from the Crescent Isle disaster.
Yeah, I know. I was stationed there too. Yeah, I mean, what happened there is a travesty, and what's happening to these kids is wrong.
No, that's really true. I don't know a lot of the politics of the Earth Kingdom, as I kind of tend to be an outsider on these things. My family is not very political in that they're not involved with other things, but we know what's going on and it's not right.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, aren't the sages, I mean, those have to do with the choosing of the avatar. Like, they were heavily tied to that. Like, I can't even imagine, like, what's going to happen to the cycle after this?
Yeah, it's a really good question. And honestly, I'm a little afraid for everything right now with the papers that we found. The world is a scary place right now. And I didn't want 3 6-year-olds in it by themselves.
I can only imagine. It's very clear on his face that he obviously doesn't know what's on those papers, even in the slightest.
Oh,
those are still a mystery to him.
I feel like Wei would take this time to not like in great detail, but explain. We found an Earth Kingdom merchant guild and a Fire Nation commander passing these around, and they're dangerous weaponry that would be used to make a big war type situation.
Okay, but I mean, I know there's some big conflicts going on, but nothing like war.
Right?
I mean, there hasn't been war, and I don't even know how. I mean, are you sure?
I mean, I am. Like, obviously, this isn't exactly like things that I've studied, but I've spent some time with the paperwork, and I definitely can only see this being used to an aggressive nature, only to come at somebody.
I mean, maybe this has to do with the island conflict up north. I know that the Earth Nation's having some problems with the Northern Water Tribe. I mean, but if what you're saying is true with this, the severity of the weaponry, that's well beyond. That sounds like decimation.
Yeah, I also don't think that these are sort of land vehicles, and you would not really be able to attack the Water Tribe with them, I would think.
Well, I mean, sort of, yeah. I mean, depending on where you go on the ice caps, I know a commander who was pretty proficient in the how the glaciers and whatnot, how they stand and what they can support. Which I guess the fact that they were even looking into that kind of says something.
Yeah, I guess I maybe didn't realize that was such an area myself, so...
Thank you for telling me. So we're trying to get these documents to the library to protect them?
Yeah, and just, I don't know about you, but I am not in a position to, get them to somebody who knows something even like we heard that the Avatar was on the island, but like you can't just walk up to the Avatar and give him stuff. But I know people at the library who I can give this to who will maybe know better what to do with it than we do.
Okay, I'll trust your opinion on that. I wouldn't even begin to know except for, Avatar Roku or maybe some of the air nomads that work with him.
We had a friend that was an air nomad who helped us get out, but hopefully we can go help that out. But, the other thing is that the Avatar is Fire Nation. I don't know how much of this he knows.
It's hard to say. I know that you hear some talk among some of the general leadership and whatnot that don't really trust Roku. They say that he's too much embroiled with the air nomads, that he might as well be an air nomad.
Well,
he has no loyalty.
To my knowledge, there wasn't any air nomad input in this, but, who knows? We just saw 2 people, and I don't know more than that. We wanted to try and get it to somebody who could maybe do something about it.
No, that's good. I thank you. I really feel like I made the right decision to help. Okay, back at the Rock. You guys just playing with the kids, or?
Probably.
Now, here's the thing I will say. Without even having to roll, you see that dot in the sky again. Coming right this way.
While we're playing stickball.
Still too far away to see what it looks like.
I would say you've seen it enough times by this point, and the fact that it's, getting closer on the horizon, it is round. It doesn't have wings.
Round.
Probably seems like a sky bison.
Maybe we should just wait till it gets here. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out next
now.
week.